Yoga.
Hello everybody, so here we are on session 10. We've managed to work all the way through from complete to beginner, and by the time you've finished these last 3 sessions you could call yourself an intermediate. You'll have gone through the basics of yoga practice, understanding the breath, understanding how we scan the body, why we need to scan the body, and the attachment of the mind to the breath, and how when that happens the body begins to relax. So we're giving ourselves a chance to completely switch off and allow ourselves to rest, not just emotionally, physically, but also on a much deeper level, thinking about our anatomy, our physiology, and how the chemicals in the brain, the organs of the body, the hormones are all settling when we understand how to connect the mind to the breath and allow the body to release tension. So these next 3 sessions will be focused on one particular thing. So this session is on release and restore. So if we have our conscious thoughts attached to the aim of a session, you find you get an awful lot more out of it. Okay, so I'm going to bring Jamie in now, and we're going to begin, as ever, with a short relaxation just to clear the desk, clear the mind, clear our pages before we do our session as normal. Okay, so we're going to come down to our lying position as before. And remind yourself that you can always start like this, ready for each session. So if you want to, you can always come into relaxation. So raising the arms up, inhale. And as you exhale, drop your chin to the chest, tuck your tailbone right under and keep those toes really pointed. Now by now, this should be so much easier. Your tummy muscles are really strengthened. You're also protecting your lower back and allowing yourself to come back safely with control, and always considering your own back as very, very important. We can't have a strong back if we don't have strong tummy muscles. So we're going to tuck the chin slightly in. We're going to allow the shoulders to drop down towards the floor, and if they feel a little bit raised up towards the ears, just think about pulling the shoulder blades down the spine. That's great. And we're going to close our eyes. Going to ensure our feet are nice and wide apart. The hands are away from the body. Palms turned toward the sky if possible. Your fingers naturally curled in. Your palms nice and soft. Soles of the feet soft. Allow your belly to become soft. Your ribs to release any tension so that breathing becomes easier and more comfortable. Let's relax the jaw. So the mouth is closed, but I want you to separate the teeth slightly. Not completely, but they shouldn't be locked together. This will release tension in the jaw. And if you haven't really stretched your mouth open today, then maybe we should do that first by just opening the mouth really wide. Stick the tongue out and relax. Let's ensure that the face feels released as well. Imagine the muscles just melting from the skull. Forehead smooth and open. Just think about all the muscles in the body now, completely relaxed. Again, imagining them melting from the bone. And let's bring our awareness to our breathing. So just to begin, we're just going to observe the breath. So we're just going to watch how we're breathing right now, this moment. You might be breathing rhythmically. You could be breathing hard or soft. It could be regular or irregular. So just for a moment, just let's watch the breath. So by now we will have established abdominal breathing. But if you're still struggling with that, then you can place your hands on your lower abdomen so that when the tummy rises, the hands go up and they lower. So let's just do that, Jamie, just in case people have forgotten. Just pop your hands on your lower abdomen. Just make sure that your wrists feel relaxed here, that the elbows are far enough from the body that you can just rest the hands on your lower abdomen. Now they don't need to touch because we've all got a bit different size bellies, so it's really important you just feel completely chilled here. Okay, so we're going to breathe in, tummy rises, and so do the hands. And as you exhale, the belly is going to lower. Think about your belly button dropping down towards the spine. Don't forget to breathe in slowly. So breathe in slowly, 2, 3, and hold. Exhale down, 2, 3, 4. And I'm just going to ask Jamie to place his hands near his navel. So that's it, and then take the elbows away, because if you take your hands too far down, you're not going to notice the belly rising and falling. So we're all different, our navels are going to be in different places, but if you think about focusing your middle finger or first finger around the navel, then you should be fine. That's great. So the tummy is rising and the tummy is falling. Okay, we're going to add our Ujjayi breathing now. So when you breathe in, and then as you breathe out, you're going to slightly close that little valve at the back of the throat. So you should be able to hear this lovely soft sound at the back of the throat. Good, breathing in, 2, 3, hold, exhale down, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, hold, exhale down, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, hold, exhale down, 2, 3, 4. Good. Just place the hands back down by the side of the body, ensuring that the palms are turned up and that you've got some space around your shoulders. And we're just going to carry on just scanning the body now. So we're going to scan our body for any tension that we might be holding on to. So by now you'll have learnt a little bit about your body. It could be that you hold tension in your face or your neck. Very common to hold it in your shoulders or your hips. So always go there first if that's your place. Take a nice long deep breath in. And then as you exhale, just let all of the tension leave the body. So we're going to open the mouth this time on the exhalation. So inhale, nice deep breath everybody, raise that belly. And then as you exhale, a big sigh. That's great. Just begin to breathe normally. Just feel the floor underneath you, making contact with your heels, your lower back, backs of your hands, shoulders, and the back of your head. And just let your body sink down, down, down towards the earth, reminding yourself that yoga is about grounding. It's about taking your consciousness, your thoughts away from the mind, trying to quieten that mind and bring it right back into the body. Every time you relax deeper, you'll feel the body shift, muscles let go, bones shift. This is normal and natural. Learning to relax is probably the hardest part. So what you're doing now is profound. And it will affect your everyday life in a really positive manner. Just bring your awareness back to your body. You're going to ever so gently move your toes and your fingers. And just roll your head from side to side. That's lovely. And when you're ready, just draw your legs together. So if they're bent, just keep them straight. Keep your legs straight. Keep your legs straight. Okay, we're going to have to stop there. 5, 6, 7, 8. So when you're ready, you're just going to gently draw your legs together, and if they were bent, then you can straighten them now. And we're going to synchronise breath and movement, a really key part of yoga practice. So listening to instructions carefully, going to inhale and reach the arms up towards the sky. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, hold, and exhale, lower the arms back behind you. As you breathe out, and I want you to notice your ribs lifting and opening. Now we're going to give ourselves a really good wake up stretch. So inhale, push the heels away, engage your thighs, your buttocks, stretch those arms away, mouth and eyes wide open today. Stick the tongue out, squeeze those buttocks and push them off the floor. So you're going to have to dig your heels in, everybody, and your upper body, and exhale, completely relax, eyes closed, and just feel like you're flopping open. Think about yourself as an empty sack, nothing in it, totally chilled. Check all of the joints of the body, shoulders, elbows and wrists, your hips, your knees and your ankles, and of course the jaw itself, all of those joints nice and relaxed. Okay, inhale, sweep the arms up towards the sky, really reach to the heavens and above. And as you exhale, begin to pull your knees in, holding the front of your knees. That's it, keep exhaling, squeezing forehead to knees. Inhale, lower your back to the floor, your feet to the mat. And just remind yourself when we come out of this to sitting that if you've got normal blood pressure, I want you to roll to the right side. But if you have low blood pressure or you think you have, roll to your left when you're ready. So whichever side. Just curl up your knees first before you come to sit. That's lovely. And using your free hand, come to sit. Okay, good. And we're going to start the session today with just some key points for mindfulness before we do some breathing exercises. So I'm going to take over now and from Jamie. All right, here we go. I want you to get your block. Whether it's 1 block, 2 blocks or 3, by now you should know what you're using. Even though I have sat for many years with no problems, I really like to use a block. So just sit on that front third and get yourself into a comfortable sitting position. Excuse me. So comfortable is different for everybody. This is comfortable for me, but it might not be for you. So whatever you've been adopting over the last few weeks, continue as before. Alright, so let's start by just warming up that spine. So popping your hands right onto the ends of the knee. Take a nice deep breath in. As you exhale, you're going to bring your left shoulder over to the right knee. Inhale back to center. Exhale to the other side. Inhale, let's repeat that. Exhale, left shoulder to right knee. Inhale to center, exhale right shoulder to left knee. And inhale to sit. Inhale, raise the arms up, always lift your chin. Exhale, twist around to the right side. So use your left hand on the right knee. That other hand behind you is going to support your back. Inhale up. Exhale to the other side. So we're warming up the spine here. And come back to prayer. Alright, we're going to do forceful breathing today. So just placing your hands in front of your nose, like just cup your hand in front of your nose, doesn't matter which hand it is. You're going to exhale out through the nostrils into your hand as if you were trying to blow something in it. And your tummy, this muscle here is really going to be contracting. Are we ready? And exhale, 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 exhale. Exhale. You can pop your hand down now. Keep exhaling, thinking about that ujjayi breathing where you slightly close the valve. And you're going to keep pulling the navel right back towards the spine. Think about getting rid of as much stale air as you can out of those lungs. Relax your belly, breathe in deeply. Exhale once more, using that Ujjayi breathing, draw the navel back. And just take a half breath in, soft rounded Buddha bellies. And just holding your hands one on top of the other, just imagine yourself cradling that breath. Let those shoulders drop. I'm just going to hold the breath. If you've let it go, don't worry, just take a half breath in again and retain. And exhale. Going to do that one more time. This time we're going to keep the hands down. If you get lost again, just pop that hand out. Remember, you're blowing out through your nose into the cup of the hand, or just blowing out, but you're using this muscle here, exercising the lungs and getting as much oxygen to the brain. When you've been working hard, you've had a stressful day, you need to get lots of oxygen on board. Okay, so hands in, first finger and thumb together, pull those elbows back. Here we go. So we're going to take a nice long deep breath in. Exhale, strong Ujjayi. Going to breathe in deeply. I'm going to do it with you, and just begin to slow down. The last out breath, keep breathing out, out, out. Once you know what you're doing, you can close your eyes. Relax your belly, take a deep breath in. Good, nourishing breath. Exhale, draw the navel back. Take a half breath in. Soft, rounded Buddha belly, and retain the breath. Again, you can put one hand on top of the other and just imagine you're cradling the breath. Or you can just put your hands on the ends of the knees. We're holding this breath. If you've let go of the breath, just take a half breath in and hold again. And exhale. Take a deep breath in. And a nice big sigh. And if your body feels like collapsing, then let it collapse. It's really important that you're listening to your body. Brilliant. Okay, so take a deep breath in. Pull your tummy in and reach forward. Now keep that tummy really pulled in to protect your back. And reach the hands forward and keep thinking about your sit bones reaching for the mat and for the block, and just stretch those ribs out. And then very carefully coming up, you're going to take the block away, or blocks, so just give yourself time to get rid of those for a moment. That's lovely. And we're going to come up onto our knees. So I'm just going to turn around so you can see. So we're going to, from here, come onto our knees, ready for our sun salutation. Just ensure that your hands are at the front of the mat, about 2 inches from the front. Spread those fingertips and make sure your shoulders over your wrist. So if you go too far back, you need to come a little bit further forward, but not too far like this that your spine curls. Keep a nice long spine and your knees should be apart. Here we go. So let's begin by tilting the tailbone and the chin up. And as you exhale, really push down, tuck your tailbone under, chin to chest. Really push down through the floor. Inhale, tailbone and chin up. Exhale, push right down, tuck that tailbone under. Inhale to neutral, tuck your toes under, and very slowly press back through your feet. Now you want to keep the thighs engaged if possible. If you only manage to come to here, that's fine. Don't tuck your bottom under, really push your tailbone back. So whichever version you're doing, really stretch, wake up the body, try and relax those ankles, pull the tummy in. Okay, good. And coming down onto your knees. We're going to step forward, and come to a nice deep squat. So you want a nice long spine, your feet can be apart. That's great. And then we're going to just start warming up the joints of the body. Nice deep breathing. That's it. And the last time, squeeze the buttocks, push them forward, spread those fingertips, wake up the spine and come into prayer position. Okay, good. Sun salutation. So just bring your feet together. Just make sure you're about 2 inches from the front of the mat. You've got a nice long tailbone. And just think about your ear being over your shoulder, not in front or behind. Just think about that levelling up like that. Very good. Okay, are we ready? Nice and slow. Take it easy. Really breathe calmly and steadily. If you get stuck, back off. Start again. Just catch up. Inhale. Exhale, prayer position. Cross your thumbs. Inhale, reach forward and back. Now push those hips forward. Exhale, forward fold. Bend your knees if you need to. Hands to the floor. Inhale, step back, right leg. Lower the knee. Raise your chest. Hold the breath. As you step back into a plank position, squeeze every muscle, especially your buttocks. Exhale your knee, chest, chin. Using your feet, slide forward, push up through the arms. Tuck your toes under, feet together, press back down dog. Now if you need to lower your knees, do it now. Step forward with the right leg. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach forward, squeeze the buttocks as you arch back. Exhale, forward fold, bend the knees if you have to. Inhale, left leg back, knee down, chest lifted. Hold your breath as you step back into a strong plank pose. Exhale your knees, stick the bottom out as you reach forward. Now using your feet, push forward, use your hands to push up. Tuck your toes under, press back down dog. Drop your knees if you normally do. Inhale, left leg forward, knee down, chest lifted. Exhale, forward fold. Now really pull that tummy in. Inhale, reach forward to go back. And exhale. So that's one round. I'm going to do the next round. Here we go. Inhale. Exhale, prayer position. If you've got really tight shoulders, you can separate the arms and reach up and back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, right leg back, knee down, chest lifted. Hold your breath as you step back into a strong plank pose. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Using your feet, slide forward, push up through the arms. Tuck your toes under, press back down dog. Lower the knees if you need to. Inhale, right leg forward, knee down, chest lifted. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, reach forward, energize those thighs, push the hips forward as you go back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, left leg back, knee down, chest lifted. Hold your breath as you step back into a plank position. Exhale your knees, chest, chin. Inhale, push forward, raise up, tuck your toes under, press back down dog. Just breathe. Good. Lower the knees if you need to. Inhale, left leg forward, knee down, chest lifted. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach forward to go back. And exhale. Okay, your last round. Really think about your breathing. Take your time. Don't try and hurry it. Just go as if you were going through slow motion. Just take your time. Inhale. Exhale. Prayer position. Inhale, reach forward and back. Energize those thighs and buttocks. Exhale, forward fold, hands to the floor. Inhale, right leg back, knee down, chest lifted. Hold your breath as you step back into a plank. Exhale your knees, chest, chin. Now using your feet, slide forward. Separate those heels, push up through the arms. Tuck your toes under. Press back down dog. Really use your arms here. Really think about your shoulder blades flattening through the spine. Inhale, right leg forward, knee down, chest lifted. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach up and back. Energize those thighs, squeeze the buttocks. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, left leg back, knee down, chest lifted. Hold your breath as you step back into a plank pose. Exhale your knees, chest, chin. Using your feet, slide forward, separate the heels, push up through the arms. Really push as if you were lifting yourself off the floor. Tuck your toes under, press back down dog. We're going to hold again here. So think about spreading your fingertips, pushing back. So think about your armpits reaching for your toes. Tailbone sticking up, so don't tuck it under. Really press back. Breathe. Keep your ears lined up with your upper arms. If you have to bend the knees, separate those feet, bend the knees and then push back through the arms. If you need to lower your knees, do it now. Inhale, left leg forward, knee down, chest lifted. Exhale, forward fold. Bring your hands to the floor, bend your knees if you have to. Inhale, reach forward, squeeze the buttocks, lift the thighs, and exhale into prayer. Okay, so just notice how you're feeling. Your heart rate will have gone up. It's cardiovascular. So just stand for a moment and just get the breathing feeling a bit calmer. And as you get better and better at that, you can do it a little bit faster or you can do a few more rounds. So we're going to take ourselves into our next series, some Power Series 1. A few modifications and a few variations. Coming back to the front of your mat. Nice long spines, everybody. Think about your tailbone pulling down. Don't let it stick out like this. That's great. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, step back with your right leg, lower the knee and push forward into that front knee and then release your toe. Clasping the hands behind the back, we're just going to ease into a nice deep stretch. So what I don't want you to do is this. Pull the shoulders right back and use your index fingers like this to pull down towards the floor. Just think about letting go all the tension in the hips. Breathe. Don't stick your chin out. Keep it nice and level. Very good. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, twist around to your left side. So use that back hand and see if you can look at your back foot. Inhale, reach up. Exhale to the floor. Now I'm going to step back into a plank. But this time we're going to press back into down dog. So just really press back. Really breathe. And we're going to raise the right leg up. So instead of leaning forward, really take your leg back and imagine that leg is being pulled in the opposite direction. Let it bend slightly so it curves over and you get this really nice stretch this side of the body. Good. Stretching the leg. Bring it back to down dog. Press back. Stepping forward with the right leg, or if you needed to, you might needed to have just taken your knee down. Just keep doing that each time. Release that back toe. Inhale, reach the arms up. Keep pushing forward through the hips. Lift right up and back. Now if you don't feel comfortable doing that, then don't. Just keep looking straight ahead and just keep easing into the twist. Otherwise the rest of us are going to lean back and then twist. So all of a sudden I can twist to the right side and into prayer. Hands down, tuck your toe under, push back. Now you're going to step forward, fingertips on the floor or on the shins. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to reach up and back. And into prayer. Okay, let's do the other side. Excuse me. Here we go. Inhale. Exhale, prayer. Inhale, reach forward and back. Now really squeeze the buttocks, energize the thighs. Exhale, now really lengthen as you lower to the floor. Inhale, step back with that left leg. Now what I always do is ease forward into the hips. Then release the toe. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, twist to the right. This time is trying to look at the back foot. Inhale, lift up. Exhale to the floor. Now you're going to step back into your down dog. So really press back through those hands. Now using your hands, push back. Try not to take your weight forward like this. Stick your bottom up and then think about your armpits reaching towards your toes. Breathe. Good. Okay, raise your left leg. Use the hands to push back. Imagine someone's holding the heel. Think about that right heel moving towards the floor and then bending the leg again to let it go over. So you've got this really nice stretch through the side of the body. Inhale, lift the leg. And we're going to come forward, bringing that left leg to the floor. Release your back foot. Inhale and lift. And here we're just going to hold for a moment, stretching. For those of you who are more confident, we can lift and arch back, but otherwise stay where you are. This time we're going to exhale to the left, looking towards your back foot. Inhale, reach up. Exhale to the floor. Now tucking your toe under, you push back because you're going to step forward. So breathe in as you step forward, hands on your shins. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach up. Really push those hips forward. And exhale into prayer. Okay, so you've had a really good stretch, spine's woken up, and everything should be now working efficiently. I'm always having to adjust myself, and I'm sure you're doing the same. All right, here we go. Coming into our triangle and warrior series. So you're getting really good at this now. You're understanding the mechanisms behind the poses, what muscles are being worked, what's happening on the inside of the body. And also that the triangles and warriors are all about geometry, nice straight lines. So coming into a wide angle, I'm going to clasp the hands behind the back. So you're going to do this. That's great. Here we go. So as you slide your hands down the body, you're going to push the hips forward. So if I just go for the side, just so that you can see what's actually happening. So here, nice and wide, you're going to push the hips forward, nose to the ceiling. As you exhale, reach with the chin and begin to tuck your head under and bring your hands over the back of the head. Now if you've got any shoulder issues, then just pop your hands on your upper thighs and hips, your pelvis, and just hinge forward from there. But keep your weight forward in the front of the feet. So whichever version you're doing, use your breath, use the weight of your head. Just keep stretching. Good. And coming back to centre, take the arms out to the side. We're going to go to the right leg. Take a deep breath. Now as you exhale, see if you can bring your opposite cheek to that knee. You're going to get this incredible stretch through the hamstrings. It's challenging, but unless we sort of feel it, we're not going to progress. That's brilliant. Inhale back to centre and then to the other side. So I'll turn around so I'm facing you again. So you're going over to your left side this time. Really breathe. And back to centre and to stand. Okay, your legs might be hurting on both sides. So if that's the case, just bring your legs together, give them a bit of a shake. We're always having to listen to the body. Great, so back into our nice wide angle. Now if they're too close, you're going to struggle. If they're too wide, you're definitely going to struggle. So just make sure the width is right for you. Middle two toes pointing straight ahead, arms to the side. Now really lift these quads and think about your tailbone reaching down to the floor. Here we go. Starting with our triangle. So we're going to lift the ball of the right foot, rotate on the heel and lower. So those middle toe toes are pointing straight down your mat. Watch out for this. Don't let your hip go out. Drop that hip. Squeeze the buttocks and thighs. Inhale, lift. Exhale, hold on to your ankle, shin or just above the knee. Now push the hips towards me. Keep looking down, keep lifting the thighs. If you've got a good happy neck, you can now turn to look up, spread the fingers and look at the thumb. Now push the hips forward, open the chest, breathe. And we're going to reach up and go over. Lovely, looking to the floor, use your back arm to help you recover, squeeze the buttocks and then come into warrior two. So your shoulders are over your hips, your knees over your ankle and that back foot is really pushing into, imagine an imaginary wall there and the arms lifted. If you've got shoulder problems, just bring your hands down, otherwise just keep them here. Good. I'm going to straighten the leg and reach back as we breathe in. Exhale, back to warrior two. Inhale, straighten the front leg, arch back. Use this back hand to support you. So you reach up and exhale. And come back to center by rotating that foot. Ready for the other side. Strong legs, everybody. Really open chest, nice long arms. Inhale, lift the left foot, rotate on the heel and lower. Again, make sure your middle two toes are going down your mat. And inhale to lift. Hold on to your ankle, shin, or just above the knee. Don't ever hold the knee. Now push the hips to me. Squeeze the buttocks, lift the quads. Shoulders back, healthy necks. Or you don't have low blood pressure, you can turn your head. Watch out for this, don't drop your neck back. Keep your chin tucked in and rotate. Breathe, stretch those fingers apart. Squeeze the buttocks towards me. And then let's take the arm all the way over. That's lovely. Looking down, come up, squeeze the buttocks and into warrior two. So what's really important here is your shoulders are over your hips. That knee is open, you're really squeezing your buttocks and hold. So don't reach forward. Think about your back arm pulling back. Inhale, straighten the front leg. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, straighten the front leg as you arch back. Exhale, warrior two. And hold. And straighten. And bring your feet back to center. And then you can just walk them back. Okay, just shake your legs out. And let's go into warrior one now. So we're going to go back to the side of the mat to come into a warrior one. So we're going to breathe in and out. Okay, we're going to take our right leg back and turn it out like this. And then pull the hips forward. So be careful that your foot's not like this. You want to imagine it's pressing against that imaginary wall, and then your hips want to be the same height as your front knee. So really just lower for a minute, make sure your knee's over your ankle. Don't drop your head. Keep that quad really lifted in that back leg. Inhale and lift. And straighten the leg. That's great. Back to center. I'm going to do it to the other side. Alright, so come into the other side of your mat, which we don't usually do, don't usually come up here. but we're going to do both sides. Inhale, exhale. So taking your left leg back, bend the legs, and then straighten that leg. So you're going to pull up the quad, you're going to imagine the walls behind you, and then you're going to make sure this front knee is over the ankle and your hips are the same height as the front knee. Now try pulling that left hip forward, right hip back. Good. Inhale and lift. If your arms are hurting, just bring them down. And then push through that front leg, come back to centre, and just walk yourselves back. If you're completely new to yoga, I think that many myths are dispelled by doing a course like this, because I think people think yoga's lying around, and you've discovered it is not. It's quite challenging, cardiovascular, your heart rate will have gone up, but we can't keep it there, we need to bring it down. So we're going to do some calming, soothing balances, just bring our mind and our breath focused. Alright, so I'm going to do a slight angle for you, and we're going to start with the tree pose. So you're going to keep the left leg really strong, bending both legs, place your left hand on your hip, and focus your attention on the floor, and then reach down, and then you're going to lift the heel right up into the groin. So if I just start by showing you from the front, you're going to just press into that soft tissue. If you have to hold on, hold on. If you're doing the ankle version, then do so. And for those who can, we're coming into prayer. Now watch out you're not dropping like this. Shoulders back, chest up, squeeze the buttocks. Reaching forward to come up. Breathe. And open out into blossoming tree. Now from here we're going to soften the leg, linking the fingers and lifting right up as high as you can. Shoulders back, this foot's nice and soft. I'm going to do it from the side so that you can see that what you need is a really straight back. So don't lean forward. Pull the leg towards you, you towards your leg. Shoulders back, nice long neck. And lower. Great, other side. So this time we're going to use the right leg as support. We're going to bring the left leg up. So just nice soft legs. Just feel kind of comfortable. Right hand on the hip, and we're going to lean down towards the left ankle. So taking hold of the left ankle, inhale and lift and press into the soft tissue of that right thigh. Don't collapse, keep lifted through the crown of the head. Focus your eyes on one spot. I normally focus low. Think steady mind, steady pose. Coming into prayer if you can. Inhale, reach forward and up. And here you can raise your gaze slightly. Squeeze the buttocks, nice long tailbone. And coming into blossoming tree. Relaxing the supporting leg, link the fingers together and really pull the thigh to the chest, chest to thigh. Use your arms, so don't drop the elbows, think about them reaching out to the side. And lower. Fabulous. Okay, we're going to come down and do a seated balance now. So just coming to the floor, either using your hands or coming down in prayer, it doesn't matter how, just come down very carefully and with a lot of care. We're going to come into something called the boat pose, Navasana in Sanskrit. So what we need here, I'm going to do it this way so that you can see the whole posture. You want a nice straight back. You're going to use your first two fingers around your toes. Now if you can't reach them, then link your fingers together like this underneath your knees. So if that's for you, then get ready, but you're literally linking like that and using your elbows to pull. If you're using your two first fingers, they're here. But I think what we'll do is it will all start together with this version. So we're going to link the fingers together, lift the chest, and then we're just going to rock back until we can bring those feet off the floor. Now the closer the knees, the more difficult. So if you need to open your knees like this, that is fine. What we're trying to get is that balance. So if you have done that, you're literally holding on like this. That's great. Okay, so whichever version you're doing, we're going to inhale, right leg up, and exhale down. Inhale, left leg up, and exhale down. Let's do that again. So you're going to raise your right leg first. Inhale, right leg up, and exhale down. Inhale, left leg up, and exhale down. And now we're going to do both legs. Okay, so really use those arms. Think about the feet being flat and pushing up. For some of you, you might be able to now hold on to those toes. If that's you, that's great, but watch out that the knees aren't bent. If they are, go back to the original version. Pull the elbows together and don't let your head drop back. Keep breathing. And release into tailor pose or cobbler pose. Brilliant, well done. That's a really fabulous seated balance. If you need a block, come into this position so that you can get that open feeling right through the groin. And if you need to have blocks underneath you, you know what you're doing now. Do the best you can. I'm not going to use a block. So we're coming into opening our feet like this. So think about my thumb as your big toes. And those big toes are going to open right out. Open like a book. So firstly, let's rock ourselves towards our heels. So we're literally using the sit bones to rock towards our heels, or bring the heels towards you. If they separate, don't worry, that's fine. That's good. You're stretching this part of your ankles here as well, so it's going to be quite uncomfortable. So if you look at it from the front, you're literally going to have the soles of the feet up like that, and then lifting upwards. All right, I'm going to go back to this position so you can see. Here we go, so we're going to inhale, and as you exhale, press the knees down towards the floor and pull the soles of the feet towards you. Keep putting those elbows in and lifting that chest. Now watch out again for the chin. Keep the chin dropped, not dropped, but keep it level with the floor, then push back. Watch out with the shoulders, drop them and pull them back. The arms are doing all the work here, and the buttocks. So the buttocks are pressing the knees down, and the arms are helping you stay upright. If you drop your arms like that, you won't get the same feeling. So pull them towards you to really stretch the outside of your ankles. And just close your eyes. Breathe in. Squeeze the buttocks. Keep squeezing them as you press the knees down and pull the soles of the feet towards you with your arms. I'm going to hold here. Nice steady breathing. Inhale. Release the buttocks. And then continue to lean forward. So imagine yourself as the lid on a box that's just leaning forward. It's staying in a lovely straight line. So just go as far as you can. It might be a centimetre, it might be 2 centimetres, it might be much more. But just keep that back straight. So what you're doing is stretching the hip flexors, warming up the lumbar spine, and letting the internal muscles of the thighs and groin really get a nice stretch, as well as the ankles, of course. And recover. Pop your hands underneath the knees, draw them together. Just wrap your arms around your knees and just drop your head. So if you find that uncomfortable, nice wide knees, of course, and just drop. Always close your eyes whenever you can. Just breathe. Let go of all the tension, so you're not building up tension throughout the session. You're using muscles and then relaxing them, using them and then relaxing them. So the focus is release and restore. It's lovely, well done. And we're coming just to do a nice leg stretch. So bring your legs together as before. You're going to take your right leg out to the side. Now it might be that you need a strap here if you're particularly tight. So what's really important is your sit bones are sat on the floor, so don't sit like this. Drop that hip. So taking your strap, you're going to put it around the ball of the foot and hold it wherever it's comfortable. Okay? So if that's you, you should be ready already now. That's great. The rest of us are going to use the first two fingers around that big toe. Inhale, lift to the back corner. So you've got a bit of a twist towards that back corner. And as you exhale, bend that right elbow. Take the other arm over until you get this gorgeous side stretch. Now don't drop your arm in front of your face. Think about the elbow going back. So if your arm's just here, that's fine. If you can go further, then that's great as well. So once you feel in a pretty comfortable position, you're going to close your eyes and breathe. Always hold for at least 3 breaths. Good. And as we come out of this, we're going back to that top corner where you've got that slight twist. And back to prayer. Lifting the knee, pull that in. And you're going to do the other side. So again, your strap should be nice and ready. Extend the left leg to the side, the right heel in towards the groin. So you're sat perfectly level with your shoulders and your hips. Pull the foot back. So if you're using your strap, you know that you're going to put it around the ball of the foot. The rest of us are going to try and hold first 2 fingers around the big toe. Thumb to lock. So turning all the way up to the back corner. So you've got this nice twist in the body. Deep breath in, and as you exhale, bend that left elbow towards the floor, and this arm, right arm's going to go over. So we're all a bit different. Again, don't drop the arm like this. Take it back behind you. So I'd rather you let go. That's it, and just keep breathing. Oops. Gonna have to stop there.
Yeah.
Ready? Let's start.
Alright. Make sure that's it out.
Well, you know, because I'm laughing.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. So just making sure that you're nicely balanced on the sit bones, shoulders directly over your hips. Pull that in and extend your leg. So if you need a strap, it should already be ready. Putting it around the ball of that foot. First 2 fingers, everybody, around the big toe. Lock with the thumb. So inhale and twist all the way up to that top corner. And as you exhale, bend the left elbow, take the right arm over you. And if you can hold onto the toe, that's fine, but not by letting the elbow drop forward. If you have to, just keep extending the arm and do whatever's right for you, as long as you can feel this intense stretch here and a good stretch through the back of the leg. And then you can close your eyes and breathe. Always about 3 breaths. Okay, good. Inhale, come all the way up to that back corner. And exhale. And then you can just bring that leg back in. Okay, fabulous. We're going to go into our twist. So that was a bit of a twist as well. So you've got kind of a leg extension and a twist. So coming up onto your knees, we're going to come into the classical spinal twist. All right, so we're going to sit down onto our left side, and your feet will come out towards the right. Then you're going to put your right leg over. I'm going to slightly do it at an angle so you can see. That's it. So that's your right leg coming over. Foot planted on the floor. Make sure this knee's sticking up. Inhale, reach the arms up. And then I want you to gather the arm around the front of the knee and pull it in. So the more you pull it in, the more you're going to lift up through that spine. This hand here is going to just be placed on the floor like this, nice and straight, or it's going to wrap around your back. Most important thing is that you stay up straight. So inhale. As you exhale, turn to your right. Lead by turning from the waist, and then the shoulder, and then the chin. And the arm is either behind you or supporting you like this. So whichever version, do watch out for this. Just think about lifting. If this is too tight for you, do you remember the other version, which is the leg straight and the leg out to the side like that? So if that's you, just do that one. And continue to do that every week as well. Once you've got a modified pose, it's really important that you stay there. So breathe into the belly, and as you breathe out, turn from the waist, and you can close your eyes and just breathe. Think about what's happening here. Your body's detoxing, sending fresh oxygenated blood to the intestines, small and large, flushing the kidneys and the liver, stimulating the endocrine system, getting rid of waste that you might be feeling it's been hard to get rid of. If you suffer from constipation, this is really, really good. Good. Inhale, all the way around to the other side. Fingertips on the floor, just bow the head. And come back up. Fabulous. So whatever version you're doing, whether it's this one or the open one with the straight leg, get ready. Because we're going to come back onto the knees. This time we're going to sit down onto the right side. So your feet come to the left, and you're going to take your left leg over. We're going to do a slight angle again so that you can see what's happening to the arm. So if you've got this version with the foot away from the knee, then get ready. That's great. Okay. Inhale, raise the arms up. And here you're going to gather that leg as you draw it in. So you're going to gather with the right leg around the left. This hand is going to travel down the thigh, and you're really lifting. So remember, as you start to turn, you're either using your hand like this to support you, or it's all the way around the back. So inhale, exhale, turn from the waist, then the shoulder, then the chin. Try not to collapse, keep thinking about lifting that chest nice and high. Breathing in and breathing out. Okay, and inhale into the chest. Exhale, waist, shoulder, chin. Really hug this into you. Try not to collapse. So whichever you're doing with the arm, make sure the arm is straight, all wrapped around the back. And we're going to close our eyes and hold for 3 counts. Think about what's happening here, the benefits of the blood, oxygenated blood, flushing toxins from the body. All of the waste of the body is around the waist, literally. Liver, kidneys, large and small intestine, spleen, gallbladder. Everything that helps us get rid of toxins from the body. Breathing in and out. Good work. Inhale, coming out of this. Remember to just support yourself. Head to floor. Inhale to come up and recover. That's wonderful. Well done, everybody. Okay, we're just going to come into small back bend series. So coming up onto your knees, I'm going to do it from the front to begin with, because I want your hands to be on the floor, making sure that they're the same width as your shoulders, and the shoulders are over your wrists. And then your hands, you're on your hands and knees, and your knees are going to be closed. All right, sorry, not closed. Your knees are going to be open. Definitely don't close them. So from here, we're going to arch the back. Inhale, tailbone and chin up. And as you exhale, push firmly down to the floor. Tuck the tailbone under as you have done before. Chin to chest. Really feel the back cracking open. And as you inhale this time, you're going to raise your right leg up. So keep the weight forward and keep that back leg bent. Inhale, exhale, bring the knee to the forehead, and then inhale and up. Again, exhale, knee to forehead, inhale and up. Okay, so watch out you're not bending your arms, really keep them straight. Taking your left arm out to the side, hold and take hold of your foot, and you're going to pull the foot away as it lifts you up. This is called the tiger's tail. Lower the knee, press back into your heels and just rest. Okay, I'm going to do that again with you, with the other leg. So I'm going to do it sideways, but you're going to continue facing forward. So facing forward, the same as before, making sure your shoulders are over your wrists, knees nicely apart, but not too wide. So here we go. Inhale, tailbone and chin up. Exhale, tuck your tailbone under, chin to chest, really push down into the floor. Inhale, tailbone and chin up. Exhale. This time you're going to raise your left leg up. Raise your left leg up. Exhale, pull it into the forehead. Inhale, leg up. Exhale. And up. And this time you're going to take your right arm to the side. So I haven't got much room here, so I'll just move a little bit. Take the arm out to the side and then take hold of the foot. Now, the only way you're going to manage this is to pull the foot away from you. Keep the chest up. Breathe. So this shouldn't be dropped. Think about lifting the leg and pulling. So your arm's straight. That's brilliant. Pull the knee in and press back into your heels. Nice wide knees, everybody. So if you can get your forehead to the floor comfortably, lovely. You can put your hands like this or just rest your forehead. Let go. Every time we do some work, soften the body and let go. And just walk yourselves up to sitting. Okay, we're going to start winding down now and bringing blood towards our head. So I'm going to use the wall today. I'm going to turn around and we're going to do a small twist series and then allowing the blood to move towards the heart and the head passively. And just beginning to restore. So anything that you've gone through during the week, if you can kind of just register that in your body and then just tell the body to relax. And what you're doing, of course, is relaxing the mind at the same time. Okay, so we're going to get ourselves ready to get close up to a wall. Now, if you don't have a wall, you can use a door, a sofa if you like, but hopefully you've got a wall. And if you haven't, you can always use a strap to get your legs up, which I'll show you in a moment. So getting your bottom as close to the wall as you can, lying on your side, you're going to roll over so that you're still on your mat. That's it. Get as close as you can. Nice wide feet. So I'm just going to move my hair a little bit because we're going to do a shoulder stand, but we're going to use the wall today. So don't bring your legs too far down at this point. Take them up until you can feel some tension in your ankles. Press the hands down to the floor. Inhale, lift your hips, and then walk yourself up the wall until you feel comfortable. Once you're there, just close your eyes. Make sure you're supporting your back with your hands. I'm not going to hold it for too long. Really think about the blood flow towards your brain, your heart. And then using hands, really, really slowly lower yourself down till your lower back's on the floor. and then again get as close as you can to the wall. So taking your legs up. Now if anybody hasn't got a wall, what you can do is use that amazing strap. Bend your knees, bring your feet, strap around the feet like this, and then you can literally do this. And then you will get a stretch. Your legs will stay up quite comfortably without too much effort. It's not ideal, but at least it's something if you haven't got a wall. So those with the wall, you're just going to slide your legs down so the soles of the feet are open, and think about the soles of the feet like this. Don't push them together because that tightens your groin. You want to try and relax the groin. Put your hands on the inside of your knees like this. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, you're just going to gently press down towards the wall. We're only going to do this a few times. Breathing in and press down as you breathe out. Breathe in and press down as you breathe out. And then you can just rest your elbows on the floor and just let the whole body relax. Now as you do that, you might find your heels just naturally drop down a bit more. Everyone's going to be a bit different. Key here is to close your eyes once you're in a position. Let your body completely yield to gravity. Your spine supported. Tuck your chin in. Let your lower back sink down. Every muscle should be relaxed now, even your hands, if you just want to drop them or put them wherever they're comfortable. Breathing in, breathing out. Relax the jaw, muscles of the face. Okay, so gently pop your hands under the knees and carefully draw them together. And then take your legs up the wall. And we're going to do a twist. So, taking your hands out to the side, you're just going to let your legs roll over to the right side. If it's too challenging, just bend the knees in. And you can pop your hands over the knees and turn your head in the opposite direction. This is so nice. You really feel the back waking up, you feel release in the hips. My feet are still on the wall here. That's great. And come back to center and stretch the legs up. So other side, just going to let them slide down the wall. And then you can bend the knees and then wrap the arm around. Close your eyes and breathe. So your feet are flat on the lowest part of the wall. This is so nice. Make sure you turn your head in the opposite direction to your knees. Close your eyes. Breathe in calmly. Breathe out even more softly, slower, longer. Let all the tension drop away from those hips. Inhale back to center. Stretch the legs up. And for the last version, we're just going to let the legs open. Now we're all going to be different. So just popping your hands on the inside of your knees. Just let them go to their fullest point. Don't overdo it. If you feel comfortable there, then just take the arms back behind you. Rest them on your belly. Or keep them on the inside of the thighs. Everyone needs to do what is right for them. So I like to take my arms back. It really stretches my ribs out, opens up my shoulders. But I do have supple shoulders. If that's not for you, then do another version. But you should be able to relax here and just really, really be conscious of your breathing in and out, nice and softly. No heavy breathing, everybody, just nice gentle breath. Close those eyes. And again, yield to gravity. Gravity's doing the work here. So you don't need to force, just simply release and restore. Okay, just popping your hands ever so gently under your knees. Just bend them to bring them together. Now if you're happy to stay where you are for our final relaxation, then that's up to you, whether you've got your legs up the wall, open out in the cobbler pose. You're more than welcome to stay here before we go into our final relaxation. You can just stay there, or bring your knees together, roll over onto your side and come up really, really slowly, ready for final relaxation. Okay, so I'm going to bring Jamie back for this so I can talk you all through it. Okay. So taking your blanket, just make sure, or jumper, whether you've put your jumper on or you've got your socks on, always make sure that this last part of the class is warm. And lower yourselves, as you always do, with a great amount of attention and care, thinking about your back. Okay, just dropping, and then you can just bring this over at the same time. It's a bit of an art, isn't it, getting this right? I mean, if you're happy just to lower yourself to the floor, you know, you're happy with your own practice. Remember, the responsibility is always about thinking about your own body. That's lovely. Okay, so we've got our feet apart, nice and wide. We've got the arms away from the body, palms as ever turned up towards the sky. If you've got those funny arms where they naturally roll in, then obviously you must do whatever's right for you. So we're going to slightly tuck the chin in, and we're going to be really conscious that our body's worked, it's stretched, it's released, and now this is the most important bit. And if your arms are cold, always cover them with your blanket as well. So it's really important that you feel really nice and warm. Your temperature's going to drop as you relax. So bringing your awareness to your breath, just watching it come in and out. It's going to be very, very passive now, very different to when you first started, because you're very much attached to the breath now through the mind as well as the body. So scan the body again for any tension you think you still might be holding on to. Give yourselves a nice deep slow breath in excuse me, and a nice big sigh. Just breathe calmly. Eventually you won't even need to think about the breath. You'll be so at one with the mind and the body. They all become one. The true nature of yoga. My toes and feet are relaxed. My ankles and calves are completely relaxed. My knees and thighs are relaxed. My hips and lower back are completely relaxed. My middle and upper back are relaxed. My internal organs, heart and lungs are completely relaxed. My shoulders and arms are relaxed. My hands and fingers are completely relaxed. My neck and throat are relaxed. My chin and jaw are completely relaxed. My mouth and tongue are relaxed. My nose, cheeks and ears are completely relaxed. My eyes and forehead are relaxed. My head and scalp are completely relaxed. My mind and my body are relaxed. My mind and my body are completely relaxed. I'm at peace, peace, peace. Please stay here for as long as you want, as long as you can, and as long as you need. Don't hurry what is the most important part of your practice. Without this deep relaxation at the end, all of the benefits that you've achieved will be squandered. The brain is working here to simulate everything that you've done. The body, the muscles, the cells processing. And the breath is calm, which means that your thoughts are also calm. When you do come out of this, be respectful, take your time, stay as close to the feelings you have of calmness as you can. Keep warm, drink plenty of water over the next couple of hours, so the body continues to detox, and have a lovely evening, lovely day, an excellent week, and be kind to you, yourself and others. Om.